This ain't your average motivational video. This is real talk. This is self-check. This is the Mindset Tapes, a raw, real, and powerful series of mindset shifts designed to help you evolve, grow, and think differently. These are the thoughts behind the grind, the conversations you have to have with yourself when no one's watching. This series is a collection of unfiltered truths and lessons meant to challenge your perspective, push you forward, and help you walk in your full potential. If you ever felt stuck, doubted yourself, or needed a reminder of who you are, this is for you. Subscribe for more tapes like this every week and share with somebody that needs it. Today you woke up with a purpose, dog. You woke up with a purpose. That's all you can ask for, bro. You wasn't even promised to live today, but you got to see today. Be thankful, dog. Be thankful. You know what I'm saying? Your life could be going in any kind of direction, but right now it's stable. Right now it's good. Right now it's here. Understand that your current circumstance might not be the best, but bro, it's still something nonetheless. You woke up today. You got a roof over your head. You got clothes to put on. You got food to eat. I ate pretty dang good this morning, bro. I tell you, while in the meeting, dog. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to tell you this right now, bro. It was times when I was a kid that my grandmothers, my great-great-grandmother, my great-grandmother, and my grandmother will always tell me, be grateful for every single day that you got to live on this earth. Be grateful for every single day that you got to live on this earth. They made it to their 90s, well off in their 90s. You know what I'm saying? I got my grandmother right now well off in her 70s, man. Bruh, I'm so appreciative because I didn't get to see my grandfathers even go past 50. You know what I'm saying? I got a grandfather right now in his late 60s. That's even something, you know what I'm saying? Something to be grateful for, bro, because you never know when somebody's going to pass, or you personally. You know what I'm saying? You never know when you go past. So every single day is just great to lock into the moment, lock into right now. All that matters is right now. Everything else, nah, bro. The drama, all the negative stuff, cut it out, bro. Everything that's positive needs to find me more. You know what I'm saying? That's all you got to do, bro. Focus on yourself. Focus on living this life, spreading compassion, love, understanding, giving people grace. You know what I'm saying? Because we always want to have things happen on our timing, but it's not our timing, bro. This whole thing is God's timing, bro. You could be sitting here mad at somebody because they ain't doing what you want them to do right now, but just like that, God can change things around. Just like that, they didn't operate on your timing, so you break up with them, and then just like that, God put them in the position that they were supposed to be in this whole time. And sometimes that's cool because when that happens, the person that was holding them back was you. The person that was holding them back was you. So as soon as God got to clip your wings, watch them rise. And that goes for you too. You probably got somebody holding you back right now that you don't even understand. You know what I'm saying? You love this person. You want this person to be in your life forever, but you don't even understand that they're not meant to be in your life for the long haul. They was there for a reason or a season, not for the long haul. Not everybody is meant to be a forever friend, a forever boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, whatever you want to call it, bro. Not everybody was meant to be there. And it's crazy because you're going to start to realize that later on in life when you start to realize you're going to fall out with some family members. Just because they family, just because they blood don't mean y'all supposed to be around each other forever. You know what I'm saying? Some of us are born into the wrong families, born into the wrong situations, and then we gravitate to people that feel more like family than our own family. Families can be toxic, messy, just all this and all that, and they can do you worse than an enemy can. So you never know what's going on in your life, bro. You just really got to have discernment and just keep making sure that you're aligning yourself, your life with what God seems to have for you. I know sometimes you don't think that you can hear him, but you can. Sometimes you may mistake his voice for your own ego in your head because that's what you want to hear at the moment, but you just sit, be patient, wait a while, God will always guide you to the next thing. You know what I'm saying? I think God speaks to you in your heart, your gut, your intuition. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you got to follow sometimes, at least most of the time. Because when they tell you to go, it's time to go. If they tell you to stay, wait it out or something like that, cool, follow it. I'm pretty sure that if we really talk about it, get down to everything, a lot of people have been led right from listening to their gut, or they always saying, I should have listened to my gut. You know what I'm saying? That could be how God speaks to you. You know what I'm saying? You just never know. You know what I'm saying? That's just my interpretation. Maybe it's different for you, but I'm just saying, man, wake up today grateful. Grateful that you still here, bro. You still in good health, good spirits, you know what I'm saying? Even if you're not in good health or good spirits or whatever, you know what I'm saying? There's always a way to change that. God can make a way out of no way. I know it's been some times when I was down and out, bro, and I felt like ain't no getting out of this. But man, you got to understand, you are not your current circumstance. You are not your current circumstance. You won't ever be your current circumstance because circumstances change every single second. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I could be wishing for $1 million, and then the very next second, I could have $1 million. And how did I get it? I don't know. That's me depending on my own understanding of how it should come. But when I let that go, watch $1 million come with ease. When I let go of how I think I should get there and let God just work, put it out there in the universe and say, okay, this is what I have. This is what I desire. This is what I want. This is what I need. Bring it to me. Watch the universe work, bro. Watch the universe work. It's not going to always happen in your time, and it don't ever happen in your time at all. People will hear this example and be like, well, I said that right now and I don't got it. Stop being a smart ass, bro. Understand, it's not going to happen in your time. It was a time when I told the universe, I want this specific car within this range, and I want this much money in my pocket when I go to buy it. And I was just like, all right, I'm just throw it out there, set it and forget it, dog. And one day I found myself calling up my homeboy Cam, and I was just like, yo, ride with me to Stockbridge real quick. I'm about to go get this car. Got the car. Cam hit me, was like, before we got to the dude, he was like, bro, how much money do you got on you for the just in case? And I was just like, bro, I got this amount of money. And he was like, oh, that's more than smooth. And I was like, bet. But then later on down the line, when I actually got the car and I got back home, my mom was like, you said that, and that actually happened. And I didn't know how it happened because then I looked at my notes. I wrote it down in my notes. Not only did I say it, but I wrote it down in my notes. So I was like, I want this car within 5 months from that day, and I want to have, I think it was like $6,000 in cash when I go get it. It didn't cost $6,000, but I just wanted for some reason I just wanted $6,000 on me. Just randomly said it. And when I looked at it, after buying the car, I still had about 6,000 something on me. And then it was done soon as it hit the 5th month. You know what I'm saying? Like, even that, just setting it and forget it. Like, the universe, God, whoever you believe in, works wonders, bro. And it can make things happen. It's not going to happen in your time. Like, because when I said that, I was hoping that it happened tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? But I just let it go. I let it go because I'm just like, I'm not going to hold on to this, because if I do, I'm going to get upset that it's not here the very next day. So I'm going to just let it go. I put it out there, felt good about it, believed that it can happen, and it happened right on time for me. But it's some things that didn't happen right on time for me. It's like, it's some situations in my life where I thought, I think we all thought that we'll be married with children and all that stuff, white picket fence and like the American dream about the time we 25, you know what I'm saying? Have your career, getting paid a whole bunch of money. And then you get to the real life and realize, oh, that stuff is actually harder to come by than you think it is. So certain things for me, love wise, family wise, didn't happen how I wanted it to happen, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm not with my child's mother. You know what I'm saying? But I have a child. I had my child 28 years old. It wasn't 25, but I still got the greatest kid to me on this earth. You know what I'm saying? I got the greatest child to me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm more than grateful than to have my child than to have that imaginary life where I was 25 years old with a wife and 4 kids. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even married yet. I'm planning on getting married with the person I'm dating right now. But even then, I thought I would find her at 25 or earlier. But I found her at 29. I mean, 30. Sorry, 30. I found her at 30. You know what I'm saying? And it's been that. That's all I'm saying, bro. Everything in your life is going to be so much greater when you let God just work. Let God work, bro. Watch what he do. He got you, bro. You just got to trust and believe, dog. So, bro, just wake up every single day, bro. Just being grateful. The first thing you do is stop asking for everything all the time, bro. Be grateful. God, you didn't have to wake me up today, but you did. I really appreciate you. Now I can go do this. Now I can go do that. Now I can go tell this person I love them, confess my dying love, and go put everything on the table so I can make this sure that this happened. You know what I'm saying? Something, bro. Something. There's something going on in your life that you are so grateful for. Somebody gonna tell me a few videos ago that there's nothing in their life they grateful for. Like, fool, you woke up today. Are you not grateful to be alive? Okay, then go back to sleep and don't wake up again. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you, dog? Fix your mindset. Fix your mindset. You can't be a sourpuss at every single thing that you got going on in life, bro. Everything ain't that damn bad. It could be so much worse. You could be over there getting bombed on right now. You know what I'm saying? You could be serving a life sentence right now for some dumbass mistakes you made when you was a kid. Do you know what I'm saying? Be grateful, bro. Be grateful. Every single day, wake up and be grateful because, bro, you had another shot. You have another shot every single day, bro. Be grateful. Wake up and be grateful. Wake up, be grateful. Say thank you, thank you, thank you. Lift his name on high. Praise him. Praise him. Stop glorifying your own mind and your circumstance all the time, bro. Stop doing that. Give thanks and be open to the will of God coming in and transforming your life for the better, bro. Be grateful, man. Peace. Crazy thing about us is that we do our best every single day to just rush our own process. You know what I'm saying? Every single day. And I really want to talk about just reframing your outlook on time, right? It's like you reframing thinking life is rushing past you, right? You reframing thinking life is rushing past you to realize how much time you truly have in this life, right? You start to realize how much power you actually hold in every single thing that you do in your life, right? And it invites you to stop living in constant urgency and instead start to embrace intentional and meaningful experiences. Like you become more intentional with every single thing. You know what I'm saying? It's times where you might feel like constant pressure to make it quickly, get to a certain level of your life quickly, because you comparing yourself to others' timelines and stuff. But you know what I'm saying, it's not the right thing to be doing, right? So you start to avoid risk or change out of fear of wasting time. You know what I'm saying? Just struggling to be present because you're anxious about the future. How you start to change that, start to reframe time in your head, right? You start to, how do I want to put this? You start to think things in the long game, right? Stop having this short frame of mind. And you think long term thinking. You have a long term thinking in everything that you got going on. Like, it's not to say you shouldn't move with a sense of urgency with certain things, but like, give yourself grace in the meantime. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to have everything figured out right now, but you know what I'm saying? Things will happen in a time that is supposed to happen. You know what I'm saying? You gotta start to define what your life looks like and celebrate your progress, not just destinations. Like, you're progressing over this long period of time. So if you live in like 90 years, I'm gonna put this chart up here when I say this. I decided to ask ChatGPT this earlier, and I'm just like, okay, I've been alive 33 years so far, and all my 33 years equaled up to this amount of time. But if I got another 90 to go, that's that amount of time. That's a lot of extra time. That's 57 more years out here. You know what I'm saying? To like do my thing. Like, I haven't even lived a real solid fraction of my life just yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even halfway there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sitting here with my mind rushing, thinking I have to do a certain thing or be at a certain place at a certain time in my life. And I don't, bro. I got time, bro. I got time. This is all speculation, but it was just to put myself in the mindset that I do have time. I do have time. I do have time. I do have time. I know I'm rushing about every single thing. I'm trying to get to this before this person don't want to be with me no more because what I lack at the moment, but I have time, bro. I have time. If these people want to rush me and my process of what God got for me, cool. They can go over there with that. I don't need them around, bro. I need people that's gonna be patient and gonna be here to ride with me till the wheels fall off. You wanna speed up your timeline. Like I've been in situations where I'm with women and they just want to speed up my timeline because of theirs. They're like, "Oh, I'm about to be 25 soon, and I need to start having kids, and I need to start doing this, start doing that." And it's like, bro, like, man, we got time. I don't even really know you like that. We got time to figure all this stuff out, bro. Like, just even thinking about this give me a fucking headache, bro. Just thinking about this give me a headache, man. Embrace embrace your life to the fullest. You know? I'm saying, like, reframe your thinking, bro. Practice gratitude for the moments you're in. Take intentional steps, even if small. They always add up, bro. Define what your life looks like. Celebrate progress, not just destinations, dog. You have more time than you think that you do in this life and more control than you realize. Life doesn't have to be a frantic race against the clock all the time. Instead of fearing how fast it goes, honor how full it can actually be. You can build, explore, restart, and reinvent yourself at any stage of your life. The time ahead of you is space to create meaning one moment at a time. The time that you got ahead of you, bro, can create everything that you need, bruh. But you gotta understand that the past no longer exists. The past is no longer here. The future does not exist. The only moment that matters and that actually exists is right now, right now, right now. What are you doing at this exact moment, at this very second? What are you doing at this very second? Because soon as this second passes, another second is coming. And now you're in a whole new second, a whole new atmosphere. Every single second, you're in a whole nother atmosphere, a whole nother level of thinking and everything. Every single second that goes by, you're getting smarter, you're getting wiser, you're getting more understanding. Like, it all comes down to the basic principles, bro. Spread love, spread compassion, be understanding with others, bro. And it shall come back to you. It shall come back to you. Change, change your mindset about time, bro. The only time that matters is right now. Y'all do understand that everything in life isn't hard. It doesn't have to be hard. You making it hard on yourself for no reason. And that's mainly because you believe in these voices in your head about certain things that it shouldn't even be. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason why you're in your shoes and they're in their shoes. So if they decide that life isn't easy, life doesn't come easy, let them believe that. But you change your mindset and you tell yourself that life is easy. Life comes at me easy. Everything I want is happening for me on God's timing, not my timing, God's timing. So all you got to really understand is that some things will require a full effort. Others will require medium effort. Some will require minimal effort, and some will require absolutely no effort whatsoever, dog. You know, you can get paid, build relationships, find opportunities at every single one of these levels. Every single one of these levels. That business that you're running might require all your effort, but then that job that you work in might require minimal effort. That relationship that you're also trying to keep afloat might require medium effort. But that side hustle that you did once and now you're getting paid forever with it, or them stocks that you invested in required little to no effort at all. We all got these levels in life. We all have these levels in life. And it's about balance. Figuring out what you can plug and play wherever you can plug and play it at. You know what I'm saying? At times, these roles will shift. You know what I'm saying? They will always shift. You know what I'm saying? There might be at your job some kind of deadline coming up. So now you got to work overtime. So now that's getting the maximum effort while the business has to get little to no, while the stocks is getting medium, while the relationship is getting minimal. You know what I'm saying? Because the relationship good, but everything else need attending to. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand how to navigate through all this stuff at the same time, bro. Like life is not just this one straight thing, bro. It's a lot of stuff going on. It's a lot of desires that we have. And it's not just us trying to sit here and manifest one thing at one time. It's a lot of stuff going on, bro. We adults, so we gotta make sure we getting paid so we can take care of ourselves, take care of our basics, rent and all that type of stuff. We want to be in love. We want to have a partner, so we got to make sure that we actually giving time to these people. But we actually got goals and hopes and dreams that we want to accomplish, so we got to make sure we giving time to that. And at the same time, it might not seem like it's enough time in the day, but I promise you, just with a little change of understanding how you place things and how to move it around for certain occasions, you can figure it out, bro. Everything is figure outable, bro. I know sometimes we may seem so overwhelmed with life and what's going on, but everything is figure outable. That's what I'm here to say, bro. Everything is figure outable, bro. Every single thing is figure outable. The crazy thing about me is that the mother of my child used to complain how I don't have all this time to do nothing that she wanted me to do because I had so much other stuff going on. And to her point, even when I did try to make time for her and certain things, I was always thinking about being somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? So even I had to learn this for myself during that relationship. Like everything is figure outable. Everything can like have its own time. There is time where I can fully embrace and give my time to her. There is time I can fully embrace and give my time to my business, my side hustles, to my stocks and all this type of stuff, and to everything else I got going on. It's like everything is figure outable, bro. Whatever you're going through, man, don't remain overwhelmed. Just systematize every single thing. Figure out that whole thing for yourself, and you can figure it out, bro. Like you can stop being so stressed out all the time. I know how it is, bro. I was super stressed out, bro. I was super stressed out because not only am I trying to keep this relationship afloat, but I gotta make money to keep this relationship afloat too because she want to do stuff. She wants stuff. She want things from me. How do I do that if I'm not working 24/7? You want to lay up all day? I can't do that. I got to be out here doing what I got to do. But at the same time, that was killing the relationship. You know what I'm saying? I need to still make time to be a boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? A spouse, whatever you want to call it. I still need to make time to actually show and love, show that I care and love and nurture this relationship and all these kind of things. You know what I'm saying? So I say this to the man that really need it, bro. You got a lot of things going on, a lot of things on your plate, but you gotta learn how to just simply make time for things. And when you make time for that specific thing, be fully in that moment, bro. You got time to do it all, bro. You got time. Life is long, bro. You have time. Lock in. I'm gonna read this. I can do it. I already done it before. So why do I constantly doubt myself even after I already proved that I can do it? I already achieved this thing before in a different way. What is making me think that I can't do it again? Sometimes I have to look at myself and ask, fool, do you know who you are? Brothers, sometimes it's so simple. We have been programmed to be negative and doubt ourselves since birth. It doesn't matter who put it in your head, who told you it was okay, it's there. And it's time to erase it. How many times have you achieved something or been through something, got through it, thought it was the hardest thing in your life, but you got through it? You got through it. You made it to the other side. In that moment, you realize that, okay, cool. A current circumstance is just that, a current circumstance. Tomorrow there'll be another different circumstance or another different issue, another different problem to solve, to face. Understand, God ain't gonna keep putting you through the same test every single time. If you pass it, bro, you pass it. You good. If you pass the first grade, bro, you good. You ain't ever gotta go back to the first grade. You're gonna go on to the seventh, on to the 12th, graduate, maybe college if you want to, but you're gonna keep passing that test. You're gonna keep moving on with your life. So why, even when you going through certain things, first and foremost, stop putting yourself in the same situations. You already know what happened last time. How about we start to move forward and not backwards? How about we start to move forward and not backwards? We don't go backwards. We only go forward. We don't go backwards. We only move forward. If we already know that this type of girl is not good for us, why do we go back to that same type of girl? Different body. What, because the booty look good? So? There's enough BBLs out here for everybody. What you tripping off of? You letting lust control you that bad? Come on, dog. Come on, dog. If you know that job was toxic, why are you going back to the same type of job? Different company, supposed to be different. No, this manager cool. He smoke on the weekends. Come on, bro. That's stupid. That's stupid. That's stupid, bro. If you got a disease, let's just say something like type 2 diabetes, and you know you got there from eating bad, why are you still eating bad? You don't want to eat healthier? You don't want to reverse this? You don't want to get better? You don't want to stop shooting yourself all the time? Come on, dog. Come on, dog. Do different. Do different. Do different. We do not move backwards. We only move forward. God has delivered you from all this BS already, but you decide you want to kick it over there and stay with the BS. Why? Why? It kills me how people will make it, get rich or whatever, and want to stay in the hood, drag themselves in the hood every single day just to prove to the hood people that they're real. Bro, if you don't take your ass on and go do something different with your damn life, and if anything, you come back because you giving back, trying to pull people up, not because you still hanging there in the hood and being just a bigger menace with money, that's stupid. That's stupid. We don't go backwards, we move forward. We don't go backwards, we move forward. At every single step in life, bro, we don't go backwards, we move forward. We don't go backwards, we move forward. We don't go backwards, we move forward. We do not go backwards, we move forward. You already beat this level, dog. Why are you going back to try to retry it? You already beat it. Let it go. Move on to the next thing. Challenge yourself. Challenge yourself in something different, dog. This next level is harder. Oh, but now you know how to beat that last level. So you want to sit there in the comfort zone of the last level when God is saying, hey, I opened new doors for you. I opened new doors for you. Walk through. There's going to be some challenges and some difficulties. Cool. You might have to reset a few times. Cool. But guess what? I opened this because you achieved this. I opened this because you deserved it. So whatever it's going to come with, it's going to come with. Take the time, figure out the lessons, figure out how to get past it, and watch what happens. You can move to an even higher level. We do not go backwards. We move forward in life at all times, bro. You see this? You see this? You see this iPhone right here? You see the vision board on it? See that house and them cars? You see this? 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 Use your phone as a resource and not a form of entertainment. Use your phone as a resource and not a form of entertainment. Too many of y'all are being the consumers instead of the producers. Too many of y'all are being the consumers instead of the producers. Many of y'all have some of the greatest ideas in this world, and you can shine your light through these ideas. You can reap the benefits of your excellence through these ideas. Get wealthy, provide for your family through these ideas. Some of y'all got a clothing line that y'all need to blow up right now. It's a great idea. Some of y'all got a tech business. Great idea. Some of y'all got a YouTube channel. Great idea. Some of y'all got TikTok content because you're a comedian. Great idea. Some of y'all got a school that y'all want to build. Great idea. Some of y'all got some courses or some knowledge that you can share. Great idea. Some of y'all been through something so drastic that your testimony can help so many people get through, bruh. Great idea. And all you gotta do is pick up this, press record. All you gotta do is pick up this, hit Alibaba and make it. All you gotta do is pick up this, find a print on demand shop and make it. All you gotta do is pick up this and figure out something. You can hop on YouTube and figure out who's done it already and how did they do it. What can I pay to start learning this? They could be my mentor in some kind of way. Like there's something to do. There's something to build. There's something to gain from this source right here, Jesus. This source right here. This source right here. So every single day you wake up, you hop on that TikTok, you hop on Instagram, you hop on Facebook, you hop on Snapchat, you hop on YouTube, and you lollygag all day and you be entertained by the world, be entertained by everybody else, but you're not getting on what you need to get on. You're not getting on what you need to get on. You ain't getting your hustle on. You ain't getting your grind on. You ain't putting in applications. You ain't doing this. You ain't doing that. You ain't even trying to see how much it's going to cost to get them blanks or a print shop near you. You ain't trying to see how much it's going to cost to go to KDP and get a sample of your book that you want to write, print it up, and you can see if it's exactly how you want it. Like you could be your own publisher. Like you are not even trying to see how to put out your own music. You're not even trying to understand how to get better at doing your music or singing or anything like that. You're not getting better at nothing in life. You're just sitting there and let everybody else get better, get more money, get more richer, grow their audience, get more fulfilled in life, and they young or they old and they figuring it out too. While you just sitting there letting everybody else just breeze on by you, just sitting there, just being lazy, not doing what you need to be doing, not putting the work in, going to clock in every single day. As soon as you get off, all you want to do is just sit on that goddamn phone all day, not doing nothing, not trying to figure out nothing for yourself. Come on, bro. There's so much to do in life, bro. There's so much to do in life. I know that job is tiring, bro. I know that 9 to 5 be long and stressful. I know that traffic will have your ass wanting to pull your hair out, want to hop out and go straight road rage on everybody. I know it. I understand it. I've been through it. I'm still going through it. I've been through it. But one thing about me, and one thing that I know about you, is that you got it in your heart, bro. You got the hustle in your heart. You got the grind in your heart. You got the passion in your heart. You can do it. You can do it. How bad do you want it? Every single day, that's going to be the question you need to ask yourself. How bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? You got back home and you sat down and you rested for a good 2 hours. You got off at 5. You got home around like 6:30. You rested until like 8. What are you doing from 8 to 9? What are you doing from 8 to 8:30? What are you doing from 8 to 8:15? I mean, even 8 to 8:15, you can figure something out. 8 to 8:15, you can Google something. Come on, dog. The effort is only going to be made if you make it. You sitting here waiting for the weekend just to relax with all your problems when you could be using the weekend to get rid of all your problems. What are you doing? What are you trying to learn? What are you trying to start? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. It's time for you to get off your ass and make it happen, dog. Stop thinking with the wrong head, because that's the head that's going to get you caught up out here. That's the head that's going to get you killed. That's the head that's going to get you set up. That's the head that's going to get you a STD. Listen here, brother. Do you know how crazy it is as a young man to grow up idolizing women, their bodies, sex, and all this type of stuff? Do you know how crazy that is? I know it. I know it because I grew up that same way. It was pushed on me too. You know what I'm saying? So many things have happened in my life to make it seem like sex is just what I need to be driving and attaching myself to. I remember being young, the women in my family was always like treat a lady right. While the uncles and the older men was always like love them for the night. Get what you can get from them and keep it moving. Get what you can get from them and keep it moving. The only thing that they wanted from them What's the lust demon, dog? What's the lust demon, bro? We sit here every single day and we tell ourselves that we can control ourselves, but we can't even control our own flesh. You will see a girl with a big booty right now, and you will go all on her page, liking everything, scrolling, following. You don't know this girl, trying to DM, see if you can get a shot, see if you can find her on Tinder, see if she going, see if she got an OnlyFans so you can pay and see what's going on. What are you doing, dog? What are you doing? Discipline, dog. Discipline. When you think it with the wrong head, the wrong thing happen. When you think it with the wrong head, the wrong things happen. When you thinking with the wrong head, the wrong things happen. You putting yourself in a situation that you do not want to be in. You putting yourself in a situation you do not want to be in. And you got to stop that. You have to stop that. How many of y'all have been so lustful that y'all went out here and slept with this random person, got them pregnant, and now she's hell on earth to you? It's the worst person you could have a child with or spend 18 years locked in with, the rest of your life locked in with, because you were so lustful. You couldn't control yourself. Why, bro? Why? At the end of the day, you gotta also confront yourself as a man. You putting you are putting these mistakes, these mistakes, these mistakes that you are making. You are putting these consequences on your. You are bringing these mistakes you are making. You're bringing these consequences upon yourself. I know you don't want to hear that, but it's true. Take accountability, dog. You bringing this upon yourself. You are the one acting out, going out here acting all crazy with these girls, bro. They just girls, bro. It's millions of girls in the world, bro. They all look amazing. They all smell amazing. They all got soft skin. The headache that the other person giving you, the other person won't give you for a little while until they become a huge headache. If you don't understand that now, bro, you ain't ever gonna understand it. If you don't understand that now, you ain't never gonna understand it. You gotta understand, bro. Like, stop paying attention to how she look, because the looks ain't got nothing to do with the character inside, dog. The looks ain't got nothing to do with the character inside. My message is just to stop being lustful. Stop thinking with your head, bro. Think with this head, not that one. Think with this head, not that one. I shouldn't even have to tell grown ass men this, but I do. I understand that I do. This message is for young dudes, but it has to be for grown men too, because y'all are the ones that's constantly making the same mistakes. Y'all keep going backwards in life and not forward. Y'all keep going backwards in life and not forward because you had this one person that did all this. You're going to jump to the next person thinking the grass is greener, but she's going to be all of that all over again, different package. But when you start to sit back and realize at one point, this girl was everything that you thought that this girl was going to be. They just the same person. You're attracting the same energy, bro, because of you, him. You're attracting the same energy and you stuck in that energy. You got to break that cycle, dog. But it starts with you understanding yourself and respecting yourself more than respecting the women that you out here trying to get with. You know what I'm saying? Understand that just because she look good, that don't mean it's meant for you. I got a thing that I do. If I look at a woman and the first thing I think is a lustful thought, I move on. I give it no time of day. I came at it the wrong way. I approached this whole thing the wrong way. If I could look and be like, damn, she got a fat ass, over with. I'm not talking to her. I'm not approaching her. I'm in a relationship anyway, but still I'm not talking to her. I'm not approaching her. If I don't look at somebody and be like, wife, over with. Over with. But you can't look at every single woman and be like, oh, wife, 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 wife. You don't even know what you're looking at when it comes to having a wife because you're so lustful. As soon as you see a girl with a fat old ass, nice smile, on a fake whatever whatever they call veneers and all that stuff, banging body, you know what I'm saying? Look like an IG model, you automatically think wife. You ain't even thinking, I don't need that in my life. You need somebody that's actually not going to be out here doing all that. Somebody more modest, somebody more wholesome. You know what I'm saying? You don't even understand that. Like, you looking at the person, at a girl that's right for the night and confusing it with the girl that's right for your life. You shouldn't be doing that. You have to have some kind of discernment to actually understand which is which. See what I'm saying? Because you're thinking with this, you're not thinking with this. I look at a woman, I'm like, man, what is my, man, if I get with her, what are the future kids going to be like? Is she going to raise them to be what they need to be when I'm not around, when I'm working and stuff? Can she nurture these kids, train up a child in the way that they should grow? It ain't about me and how I feel, what nut I want to get off. It's about future. Can she help me build this kingdom? Can she represent this kingdom well along with me? Can she upgrade my mind while I'm upgrading hers? What can she provide to this kingdom? She got to come serve this royalty. She just can't come and suck up this royalty. She got to come serve this royalty. But at the same time, bro, you got to check yourself. You got to check yourself because your kingdom is being led by you and your decisions. So if you ain't making the right decision, you ain't building the right kingdom. It's days like this that I wake up and I start to realize things, right? I start to realize that this whole world out here, pretty much almost everybody thinks the same, or they're fitting into a category of people, a group of people that think the same as them, right? So they believe those same ideologies, them opinions, those ideas, those traditional forms and narratives that people was pushing. And then I come to realize that, oh, maybe I'm different a little bit, right? Maybe I'm different. I'm pretty sure it's a group of people that think like me as well, but maybe I'm different. Maybe I'm different in the sense that I understand and I'm perfectly fine with being wrong. I don't have to be right about anything in this world. I understand myself that everything you've been taught your whole life or think that's possible or think that's true could potentially and possibly be wrong at the same time. That religion you believe in, the Bible you believe in, anything that you believe in, how a man should be, what a woman should be, how you should raise your kids, how you should go about doing this in your daily life, how you should have a job, how you should try to go be a millionaire or something. We all could be wrong about everything. We all could be wrong about everything. And for some reason, when you tell people that, it scares the hell out of them because they've been living under this program all their life. That's all they know. They've been living in this program all their life and that's all they know. And they don't want to let it go. They gripped so tight to it, bro. They are gripped so tight to it that just one person mentioning something in the opposite direction, what they do? No, that ain't right. They blame it on the devil. They probably call you the devil. They call me the devil. You know what I'm saying? They'll start to talk down on you, start to talk crap about you. And most of it and all of it ain't even deserving of that level of BS, right? Like all we wanted to do was just let it be known that, hey, you feel that way and that's cool, but I feel this way. We don't got to agree, but just know that I stand on this side when it comes to that. People will automatically talk down on you, trying to tell you why you wrong, why they always right, why they always going to be right, how you evil, how you need prayer, how you need this, how you need that. I'm not saying that nobody wrong for thinking like that. I'm just saying that when I see that stuff, I start to realize that, you think your salvation is in that church. You really think that salvation is in that church. You don't even realize that your salvation is right here inside of you. Oh, you don't even believe that you can be. All right, we ain't gonna get into all that deep stuff because people are gonna start blasphemy. But I say that to say, like, we all are stuck in some kind of way up here, way in the mind that we all have to break. People feel like it's such a jump to question something, such a jump to just be curious about something. I'm sorry, I was raised to be that same way. But as I was growing up, I wasn't afraid to ask questions. And then the questions that did get answered, always got answered with lies that I found out down the line. So it's like, wait a minute. If everybody in my family is telling me the same lie or a different lie every single time I ask this same question, then what is really the truth? I got to search for myself because obviously they don't know. And when I come to my own truth, my own understanding, I start to realize something. I start to realize, oh, nobody knows. Nobody knows why people do certain things or why they believe this, why they believe that. We just don't know. The only people that know is the people that started it. Somebody once said they did like a little experiment, right? They gave a person something to say in their ear and kept passing it down and see what happens when they get to the end, right? So they hit them in the ear with this story, right? But right here, they hit the next person, next person, next person, next person, next person. And then when it got to the end and he heard what was going on with the story, it was a completely different story. The process of the story getting passed down is always going to have some kind of change. Somebody always want to have some kind of level of importance, or they want to insert themselves or insert something dramatic just to make it more interesting for the next person. And I believe that because I used to do that. I used to be in school and exaggerate on what happened with these fights or what happened with this argument or what happened with this teacher. You know what I'm saying? It was times that I'll be sitting there like it was a simple disagreement, but because I wanted to have something extravagant to say to the homies once I leave the classroom, I go and make up a little small lies like, bro, like so-and-so just hit this person. It's like they didn't hit this person. It literally was just a disagreement and that was it. But because I wanted to make something up, now people running with the lie. Now people like, yo, so and so hit this person and they did this and they did that. Now so and so expelled. And it's like, wait a minute, this is how lies get started. This is how lies get spreaded, right? Because you told something that wasn't the truth and somebody else exaggerated it to another 3% and then another 6%, and then, it keeps building. So I say all that to say there's no telling just how many lies you've been living with in your whole life. There's no telling how many lies you've been living with in your whole life. Somebody could write it down and somebody can redo the writing, or somebody could write it down and somebody can rewrite what's been written. Somebody can explain it in a different way to make it interesting to them so they can make it interesting to others. But you never know this. You never know this. The whole thing is we don't know what we don't know. Nobody has never died and then came back, reincarnated, came back to tell us exactly what happens when you die. We don't know the process of what happens when you die. Well, now we got a lot of stories to people that be like the near-death experience type things and all that type of stuff. But even when you listen to them, if you in a Christian church, it's going to be all about heaven and hell. But if you out here in the real world listening to people that's saying that, it's going to be all about reincarnation and going to these dimensions and all this type of stuff and seeing all their past lives and just feeling connected and all that type of stuff. It happens. So you really can't believe that stuff either because no matter where you go, it's a spectrum of stuff. And it seems like whatever you believe in, that's what you get. Right? So nobody has never died. Nobody has ever had that experience in death to let us know what's going on, what's really happening, what are we really in, if there really is a heaven or a hell. if this stuff is actually real. A lot of stuff that we think is real just trace back to stuff that happened a long time ago, and people did this to manipulate each other. And then we end up believing it still, thinking that it was like something that was ancient from like the gods and all that type of stuff, but it wasn't. It was just regular people just telling lies. And that's my whole thing when it comes to my head is I don't like being lied to, and I don't like telling lies anymore. So when I go out here and search for my truth, let my truth be my truth. And then let your truth be your truth. There's nothing wrong. We don't got to judge or feel some kind of way about each other. You could be true and live in what you think is your truth, and I can live and be true in what I think is my truth. We don't have to be at odds about this. We can still be cool. We can still be family. Like, we can still be close. But that's just another way to separate us, bro. Whatever you believe in, somebody has to believe in. If they don't, then we at odds. Why? It's stupid. It's the same thing as being black and white. Why? It's stupid. Same thing being rich and poor. Why? It's stupid. We all could learn from each other. The thing is, people be like, don't take advice from somebody you don't want to switch lives with. It's like, my nigga, that's dumb as hell, bro. That's dumb as hell. You only want to take the life of this person because of the money and the fame and the power that they seem to have. But when you look at this person, real life behind all that stuff, they probably miserable as hell. They probably need a regular person to tell them how to go about their life. How you have a regular life, don't got the money, all that stuff, but you happy. You got a great family. They love you. They support you. But I can't get that, and I got millions of dollars. You never know, bro. People always want to equate more with better. But just because you got more don't mean you're doing better. Just because you got less don't mean you're doing bad. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I don't know, man. That's just me and my mind and how I feel about stuff, bro. I don't really care to sit here and discriminate against each other when at the end of the day, we all in the same position, no matter who we are, what we got, what's going on in our lives. We all trying to figure it out. We all don't really know the truth. We all trying to find the answers. We all trying to seek salvation. We all just trying to get it together. We all trying to be the best version of ourselves that we can be. You know what I'm saying? We all hurting. We all need some healing. We all need some prayer. That ain't gonna change. But the judgment has to stop. You know what I'm saying? The judgment has to stop, dog. That's really all this video was about, man. The judgment has to stop, bro. We can come together and be as one, bro. We don't gotta be separate from each other just because little dumb division lines is telling us to be divided, bro. That's stupid, bro. We can all be as one, bro. The judgment has to stop, bro. Peace. I'll be totally honest with y'all. I find myself in this position right now where I've been with my girlfriend for the last 3 years, and she really wants to get married. She really wants to be engaged. She really wants to spend the rest of her life with me, right? And I'm not a person that really wants to get married. I really don't care about it. I don't really believe in it. But because she wanted, now it's like, because she wanted, I'll do it for her, right? I'll go through all of it for her, right? In some kind of way, it feels odd for me to even take that step, right? Because, like I said, I really don't believe in it. I really don't feel like I need to do that to prove my love or anything like that. But because she want to do it, I'm figuring it out. I'm doing it, right? And even in the process of preparing for it, it's like I understand that I've thought a certain way all my life. I've been a certain way all my life, right? So when it comes to stuff like this, and you have to learn how to become one with somebody, it's something that's tricky, right? Because it's like, because I have a different programming and I wasn't thinking about that, everything I thought was cool and was progress wasn't cool or progress to her, right? Because she wants certain things, but I want a different certain things, right? And that's not saying we can't figure it out together. We don't got to be at odds, but trying to figure this out means I have to be a different man than what I was used to. I have to realize her vision of what a man looks like as well, but I still got to remain myself. If that makes sense. See, I'm even stumbling over my words and my understanding because I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm still trying to define this for myself, right? So even having a conversation with her, I know exactly what she want or expect when it comes to a husband, right? But I still got a lot of stuff that I want to do, go see, go accomplish, go obtain in my life. I just want somebody to rock with me. You know what I'm saying? And when you become married, it's like everything switches up. Now it becomes about this union and not about this union and then what you're doing outside of this union. I don't know if that makes sense, bro. It's like this whole thing is still confusing to me as I'm trying to figure it out. And maybe y'all got some advice from the guys that is married. Probably can help me out, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not all about me just giving my wisdom and knowledge, but I need some wisdom and knowledge and understanding too, bro. Like I ain't did every single thing in my life just yet. I still need help. I still need understanding and guidance on this journey, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure it out. What I deem to be true about a man and how he should approach marriage was the same blueprint or reference point I got from my grandfathers, my daddy, my uncles and all that type of stuff. And a lot of those wasn't the best of relationships, right? So even to think about doing life with a person, they had their system. And I don't want to carry their system and their problems and their understanding about certain things over to my relationship. So when I'm creating my system with my wife, see what I'm saying? What they deem to be important or true or their agreement will not be our agreement. But a lot of us think that it has to be because that's what we see, and that's what we equate marriage to. So in this process, I'm also trying to figure out what do I see marriage being for me? And then what do she see marriage being for her? And then how can we come together and make that system work for the both of us? We always go about things selfishly. And that's something we both realized that we was doing. Like we're talking about marriage, but we're not growing towards marriage together. We was growing separately, right? And it wasn't until I said something, just like I feel like we're doing this separately. Like we need to come together and figure this out. Where she agreed, and it's like, okay, now we have a new understanding. Now we have a new way to go about this whole thing. And now we got to figure out what it's going to take to actually make that happen. You know what I'm saying? I wrote down plans. It's like, this is what I want everything to line up with. This is what we need to be doing to like move towards this goal and all that type of stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's just me. Like that's the business mindset in me. We're going to be successful. Let's define what success looks like, and let's define the steps to get towards that success. You know what I'm saying? I don't necessarily believe in winging stuff. I don't believe in just going with the flow and letting everything be everything. That don't make sense to me. I like to be in order. I like to know what's going on and how we can improve. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we talking about conjoining lives together, bro. So if we can't get on one accord right now, what makes you think we can get on one accord later on in life? I understand everything ain't gonna be perfect the whole time, but still, like, we still have to figure us out. We still have to figure us out together while we still trying to figure ourselves out separately. A lot of people say that you got to be put together before you get married, and that's not necessarily true. To be honest, there's people that's been married for decades, and they still trying to figure their life out. You know what I'm saying? They in their 50s, 60s, still trying to figure out who they are, what they about, and all this type of stuff. Like, that's an ever-changing and evolving thing. You can't just say that you are this person, you believe in this and that, and then it don't change ever in 100-some years that you're going to be here. I forgot what I was even talking about. But yeah, man, like I'm trying to figure myself out. I'm not the perfect person right now. I'm trying to figure out how to be close to it. I don't believe in reaching perfection. I believe in just reaching as close as we can to it. You know what I'm saying? People still got flaws. Start trying to figure themselves out. Everybody ain't gonna be put together right now. But I believe in my whole heart that we can come together and help each other fill those missing pieces of ourselves. I don't necessarily believe that that has to be done all by ourselves. I believe that having certain people around you can teach you about yourself even more than what you already know. Like, man, when I had my son, bro, had my son at 28 years old, that's 5 years ago. Had my son at 28 years old, and at 28 years old, I thought I was a grown man, for real, for real. I thought I was on point. I was taking hella risks, had hella money, had hella cars. Like, I'm just like, at this part of my life, I'm following my journey. I'm going hard as hell at it. But when I had my son, man, it seemed like everything changed for me. What used to be important was no longer important, right? What used to be something I was shooting for was no longer what I wanted to shoot for, right? I thought I was family oriented, but then I really became family oriented, right? Because I'm thinking like, yo, I got a son, bro. I grew up with my brothers and sisters. I want my son to grow up with his cousins. I want him to have a healthy household, a mother and a father, or hell, a mother and a stepmother that truly love him, truly support him, looking out for him, care about him, nurturing, actually cares about his feelings and tries to understand him, and not just tell him to shut up and go sit in the corner and be quiet. It's like all the stuff that happened to you, you want to be better. And a lot of us in this generation, we're doing better as parents than we were done by our parents. And it's amazing to see. But at the same time, I understand that we still got a lot to learn. We still got a lot to heal from. We still got a lot to overcome. And I'm still in that process. So when it comes to marriage, I've really only seen one successful marriage in my whole life. And even that marriage, it was stuff that happened way beforehand that I didn't even know about because I wasn't born yet. I understand it's not going to be an easy road. I understand it's going to be hard. It's going to be challenging. And I'm down to take on a challenge. I don't care about that. You know what I'm saying? I've been proving that for the last few relationships I've been in. And this one is the one I feel like, yo, if I'm going to go the distance with anybody, it's going to be her. And at the end of the day, I just want to get it right. And just figure it out, bro. Like, trying to figure out how to be as open as possible, as communicative as possible, expressing myself, letting it be known what's going on with me and why I feel certain ways and stuff. I don't believe it not to be manly. I believe it to be a person actually want their relationship to work. So therefore, you got to have the tough conversations. You got to have the discipline to, hey, if she feel a certain way about something, cool, you need to abide by her feelings, and vice versa. She needs to abide by yours as well. Like, if we a team, let's be team. Let's be a championship team. Let's not just be a mediocre team that's out here flirting with other teams, trying to see who can pay the bigger bag, who can commit the most amount of years and how much money, who want to date around, like free agency. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I ain't with all that stuff. Like, bro, if you committed to me, let's rock out. If you committed to me, let's rock out. Through all the ups and downs, let's rock out. And I'm still in the process trying to figure this all out, but I'm not figuring it out by myself. I'm figuring it out with her, right? So I think if that helps with anybody and what they going through right now when it comes to trying to upgrade their relationship and all that type of stuff, cool. But right now I'm just putting my flaws out here and like my understanding in my mind and how I'm feeling at the moment just to like get it out there. I don't got nobody to talk to right now, bro, so I'm just getting it out there. and just letting it be known. And if it reach you, bro, it reach you, bro. I don't really got much to say else on this topic. I gotta hop in this meeting. So yeah, man. I hope y'all have a great day, bro, and we'll get up again, bro. Peace.